got a lot to get to this afternoon. Let's go ahead and get started. Thanks for joining us here on WRAL News. I'm Chris Lovinggood in for Jeff Hogan.
And I'm Renee Chu. Thanks for joining us. The North Carolina political world is still reeling from the CNN investigation of Mark Robinson. But Robinson is staying in the race despite the revelations of lewd and divisive online posts made by a username that tracks back to the lieutenant governor. His Democratic rival, Josh Stein, says it does not change the election as far as he's concerned. WRAL Capitol Bureau Chief Laura Leslie joins us live from the McKibbin Center at NC State, where Josh Stein spoke just minutes ago. Laura.
Renee, Republican leaders have accused the Stein campaign of leaking that bombshell report to CNN. Attorney General Stein told us this morning that didn't happen. He said he first learned of the what he called salacious details yesterday, along with everyone else. A CNN reported a user named Mini Soldier had made dozens of profane and inflammatory comments on a porn site called Nude Africa. CNN tracked that username back to Robinson's name, email, and photo. The comments made between 2008 and 2013 included calling himself a black Nazi and saying Hitler would be preferable to Barack Obama. Robinson has denied any knowledge of the comments. He said he did not post them and claimed someone else must have impersonated him to smear him. At an event moments ago, Stein told reporters Robinson was unfit from the beginning, so it doesn't change the race as far as he's concerned.
I wish I could say I was surprised. Look, he had called Martin Luther King a communist before. He has said awful things about Jewish people before. To see him declare that he himself is a Nazi is incredibly disturbing. That is absolutely disqualifying. But he has shown who he was before yesterday.
Stein also said again that he will not debate Robinson. He said it's not his job to normalize the things that Robinson is saying. Meantime, some Republicans are seeking to distance themselves from Robinson, for example, removing photos or endorsements from social media. Some are calling on Robinson to prove he didn't post those comments. Robinson has not responded to our multiple requests for an interview. Laura Leslie, WRAL News, Raleigh.
Former President Donald Trump returns to North Carolina this weekend. He's set to hold a rally in Wilmington tomorrow afternoon. This comes just days after his running mate, Senator J.D. Vance, visited Raleigh. Meanwhile, Vice President Kamala Harris is scheduled to hold a rally this evening in Madison, Wisconsin. Last night, in fact, she sat down with Oprah Winfrey for a live event in Michigan. It was called Unite for America. Harris took questions from voters about the cost of living, reproductive rights, and immigration. The first North Carolina ballots for the November election, they'll be mailed out today. The State Board of Elections says all 100 counties will mail absentee ballots to military and overseas residents today. It's one day before the federal deadline. All other requests will be mailed on September 24th. The ballots were delayed nearly 2 weeks, and that's because the state Supreme Court ruled Robert F. Kennedy Jr. must be removed from the ballot. That means the absentee ballots had to be reprinted.